Greetings, gentle observer, and welcome. I am Robert Farmer, and I would tell you that whenever I argue against the man-made climate change hoax via YouTube videos, for example, the very first question I am invariably asked is, what qualifications do I hold? And whilst at first glance this may seem like a fair question to pose, the truth is that by asking the question, the inquirer is in fact demonstrating their complete lack of understanding both regarding the climate and the climate change debate. And the easiest way I can demonstrate this is by telling you the 3 relevant points I know and the 2 equally relevant points I do not know. The very first thing I know then is that the climate is in a permanent state of flux. It is forever changing and has been so doing since the dawn of time. And whilst I know this to be true, so too does everyone else. And so no special qualifications are needed by me thus far. The second thing I know is what the climate was like in the past, say 100 or maybe 500,000 years ago, as this has been ascertained by paleoclimate scientists who have studied air trapped within the Antarctic and Greenland ice sheets, for example, as well as secondary indicators such as dendrochronology. And I am able to access their findings by simply taking a book from the library or searching the internet, where many articles and papers on the subject of the Earth's past climate can readily be found. In more recent times, I know that the Little Ice Age ended some 300 years ago, and the climate has been slowly warming since that time. And so any warming trend observed today is but a continuation of this slow and very natural warming process. This being so, and once again, whilst I know these things to be so, so too does everyone else, and so once again, no special qualifications are needed by me. The third thing I know is what the climate is like today. And I can ascertain this by simply putting my head out of the window. And from this ground-breaking experiment, I can tell you that the Earth is not a lifeless ball of fire with worldwide temperatures of plus 60 degrees Celsius, and nor is the Earth a frozen ball of ice with temperatures of minus 60 degrees Celsius. Instead, worldwide temperatures are rather benign and ironically rather stable for an ever-changing system. What I know then is nothing special, and nothing that is not common knowledge, and nothing that requires any special qualifications. We now come to the 2 important points I do not know. I mentioned earlier that the climate is forever changing, and this remains the case. But, and in keeping with every other person on the planet, what I do not know is why the climate changes. Theories, ideas and beliefs abound, but the basic fact remains that no one knows why the climate changes. And so in this we are all equally as knowledgeable, or perhaps equally as ignorant. And so once again, no qualifications are needed by me. And indeed, it is not possible to have a qualification for something I do not know. Secondly, as no one knows why the climate changes, it logically follows that no one can predict what any future climate might be. And this being so, when I am asked what qualifications I hold, then this is like asking me if I have a diploma in fortune telling, which sadly I do not, and most importantly, nor does anyone else. This being so, all climate alarmists, please note, and at the risk of stating the obvious, I do not hold any qualifications which enable me to predict the future of the Earth's climate. And of the utmost significance, nor does anyone else, climate scientist or not. That said, I will concede that the one thing climate scientists have that I do not are computer models. But these are as good and as accurate as was the fortune-telling machine found in the penny arcade on Blackpool Pier. And likewise, any predictions made by climate scientists themselves as to future climate conditions and based upon extrapolation are just as meaningless. For both computer models and climate scientists are attempting to apply logic, structure and predictability upon a system which is in a constant state of chaos. And this being so, meaningful predictions are simply not possible. And indeed it is this one single fact alone that exposes the anthropogenic climate change as the hoax it is. As to whether what I know, and admittedly what I do not know, are adequate qualifications for casting doubt upon the anthropogenic climate change hoax, I can but leave to your good judgment. I am Robert Farmer, and I thank you for watching my humble video. I do so hope you will subscribe and press the notification